Hey, what's up, guys? Had sort of a philosophical breakthrough today, and I thought I'd share it with everyone. Just because I thought it was really interesting, and I'm all for critiquing this. This is kind of out there, it's kind of a new idea for me too, so bear with me if you don't agree with it. But I want to talk about gender roles, philosophy of gender roles, and also the philosophy of how we enter this world and leave this world with gender roles, or how gender roles apply to creation and death in some ways. So let's talk about entering the world first, because I thought this idea was extremely interesting. When we all enter the world, we're all born with teats, right? You've all heard, men are women when they're in their mother's womb until they're conceived. As we're eggs, we're an X chromosome. XX is women and XY is men. So we all have X. We all start with X. We all have teats. We all start feminine, right? So we all start feminine, okay? When we're eggs in the mother's womb, we are actually feminine. But how does this change? The reason this changes is when a man is conceived, he becomes masculine. When a woman is conceived, she remains feminine. This is really interesting stuff. You gotta pay attention to this. So, we all start feminine. From point A, we are feminine. In creation and youth, we are feminine. But this is where it gets interesting. Now, if you read Nag Hammadi scriptures too, in the Bible, you will know that women become like men later in life because they go through menopause and they become infertile. So they become like men in that they are infertile. So in the beginning, we are all feminine, and in the end, we are all masculine. So what does this mean? Well, it means two and one in the same. It means two and one in the same. People are people. Women are women, men are men, but people are people. Two and one in the same. Now, how does this further apply to life? All right, let's apply this to life. Perhaps this is why, right, we have gender roles. Because if you think about it, women are attached to the infants. Feminine is like the youth. They have milk in their breast, and the baby, the infant, feeds off the milk in the breast. Okay? The innocence. The Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is actually the Father, the Son, and the Mother. It's called Holy Spirit because it's once female, and then it becomes male. Once at the end of life, it becomes masculine. So, when you look at it, that's pretty interesting stuff. We all start feminine, but we all end masculine and infertile. Okay? It's kind of like a full cycle in some ways. I could see a lot of people critiquing this, but anyways. So going into gender roles and philosophy of life and how you can apply this to your life. There's a lot of... I don't agree with feminism, okay? I don't agree with it. And I don't agree with masculinism either. There's no such thing as masculinism because women have been suppressed over, the years. I agree with that. I'm not against that. There's also a lot of men who've been suppressed and hurt by women too. So you can't label one gender, inferior, superior, suppressed, and unsuppressed. There's men who are jerks, and then there's men who are righteous, and there's women who are jerks, and there are women who are righteous. So I'm not for feminism. I disagree with it. I agree with treating women equally, but I don't agree with treating women above their sex or denying that or whatever. I don't really understand it. And this goes into gender roles. So women, more towards nowadays, not all women, they feel the need that they do not have to work, or they have to work, or they deserve the right to work and don't have to take care of the home life. They don't have to watch children. It's not their duty. Now, the reason I disagree with that, and this is different for every couple, okay? This doesn't apply for everyone, but for majority rule And when it comes to gender roles and why God made gender roles and made gender and why it is in the name of God and from the Lord and Adam and Eve, and this is why it goes back to this. So women, it is better to take care and nurture children. Why? Because what's more important, making money or teaching your children how to behave and how to be good and how to be righteous and nurturing and caring for them? If you're a mother and you say making money is more important, you're extremely ignorant, because you're not teaching your children moral grounds and giving nurturement that the father cannot. Because if you could say, well, a father can nurture a child better than a mother, in many cases he can. But I'm saying in the overall, a man and a daughter, whatever, a child needs the mother for nurturement, and that is why we feed off the breast. And again, I'm not down talking women. I'm not saying stay home, cook and clean and things like that. It's not like that. To me, it's a beautiful thing. To me, women are stronger than men because they do that. My mom says it all the time. She says, it's easy to go to work. It's hard to take care of kids. And I agree with that completely. If you ask me, a woman that stays home and nurtures her child is way stronger and more successful than a father who just makes money. Because making money is easy and it's light work. Taking care of a child, now that's real work. And raising it right, now that's real work. And that's real accomplishment when you succeed. And your child becomes a righteous boy or a righteous woman and a good woman or a good man. So to the women and the men out there, and the men who think that they are fulfilling their needs by just making money, they are completely blind. And they think that they're superior to women because they make money. They are completely blind. So it's an interesting philosophy I had today. We all start feminine in the womb, or before we are conceived. So when we're in this world as an egg, we are all feminine, and then we leave masculine when women go through menopause and things like that. I thought it was really interesting thought, and it also played a part in the gender roles. For the father, he takes the role as the woman nurtures a child when it's in its youth, and it gives it its moral concepts. But the father, once it grows up, it shows it how to become a man. How to be grown up, how to be responsible. So it's more for women teach more about caring, or more for teaching us about caring, and the mother figure is more about caring and care, but the father is more about responsibility and strength and personality and bravery. So things like that. Just a really cool philosophical concept. I had to drop it all on you guys today. Let me know what you think. And if I piss anyone off, that's too bad. You gotta learn to disagree with people in this world. That's just the way it is. All right, peace.